Kale, webale kubanga okyekumiddeko Jazz with Jack Star, webale kubanga nayo kyagiraba. Sawa zino ndine Allan Tonix, one of those little few artists that really, they are so good and they have stood the test of time, their music. Those artists tubadde ku conversation wali ku show and we are discussing alinga babayita bani abagenda mu future ne badda, you know, timeless. He went there and discovered music there and amutuletera mu myaka ejo. We are seeing that music trending, but I'm glad you've stood the test of time, regardless how hard our industry is.
True.
Osa ogamba otya Tonix?
This said the bronze nnyo okuba no kunyumyako na abatulaba eyo gye batulabira so wale kunchaza nnyo.
Obulamu bugamba ki?
Mpola gye tuli. Yes.
What year was that? Beera nange
2009.
Naye kayimba beera nange.
Yes.
With that girl. Bamita
Lilian.
Mpozi dadu yamugana proceeding with music.
Yes. For various reasons. Musically, ali mu law school. Nasoma wa lawyer. Ati ngabagala soke.
Ati ngababa Tonix.
Concentrating ku bitabo.
What related you with her? How did you get to know her?
We were in high school together. Yes, so we had known each other since S1. So we're friends. Yeah, we were
just friends.
We had common interests. Yes, which is music, pretty much.
Music only. Kale, so you do that song Beera Nange. People thought you had come in a duo. Muzekola ka duo.
Well, ebintu byali planned nnyo nga bwe wandirowoozezza. No, ebintu byali just ina akayimba tugende tukayimbe netugenda tukayimba tewaliwo kyamaanyi plan wise. So nti akayimba ko kayimba ngako it took a life of its own. Okay, naye ffe tetwalinayo plan ya maanyi awo mbu this is the direction we're going to take and we're going to do this. No, we just went netuyimba akayimba
ngabyo ne mitu okujaminga mujaminze
yes, tetwalowooza nnyo. We were not even thinking of what kind of a hit. We were not just trying to vibing abu vibing again mazima.
So how does it penetrate to media?
I think producer AD yalukola ye kati juke already ali mu industry. Kati nga so uli na laba ekintu ekina potential. AD. Yes. Good enough.
Oh, AD.
Yes.
Hey. Edi yazula kayimba kano.
Yes.
Nakakasukayo.
Yes. Katinga ya tola ba feche tutalaba. Fenga just
muloza muyimbye mbuyimbi.
Tuyimbyemu nga tukanyumye ne bachali baffe waka.
Soko kubira kayimba. I want people to really get. He's doing a show by GSM Mike journey, which we are going to get to. But as we look through his journey, katsoke twejjukanyemuko jenvudde waffe. Because that's the essence of the show anyway.
True.
Mutima gwange gutuka msinde zenkwagala sabo chimanye baby tiwotalinze mbera mfa baby sabo berena kubanga there's something about you baby sabo berena there's something about you girl baby sabo berena. Oh, there's something about you, baby. I don't know what, but there is something about you.
Wow. So that song brings Tonix on scene.
Word.
Kakato manyi, there's something about the industry. And sometimes what comes with experience is nti lwogirwamu kikwanguyira okunyiga amapeesa. But now here comes Tonix, one song, one hit. You are not ready.
No.
How did you go about this?
I think omanyi akayimba kajjanga tebamanyi muyimbi.
Actually ambali bakuyita mu Jamaica ki?
Kevin Little. Yes.
If I remember well. Nga bamanyi Kevin Little yakoze mu Uganda.
So sometimes they say mpulira engere eyo about nti oluusi Stanta sola kulwanisa kyatamanyi. When they say when you're making plans, zisirikirire paka lwozituukiriza. So I was not, most artists ogenda okuvaayo n'okufunayo breakthrough osanga omaze ebbanga mu industry bakumanyi maybe you've been hustling in the industry for a couple of years so nga wowe ina abateesi baheta era baba kumanyi bakulengera ojja
ne batandika okuzizika
kanje tebannengera nga nzija kubanga salimu mu industry. I was just straight from high school. You get nenyingirawo straight from high school, so I was brand new in all ways. No one knew me, I also didn't know anyone. Of course a disadvantage nti kati bintu bya promotion watu inago omanyi but then producer we yajiramu nti kati yejukira at that time
Eddie
Ngoni was really
actually Ngoni was doing so good
at that point. So nga industry yaje agitegera bulungi, so isa mwaka yimba kageneje kainoku
so kano weka hitinga. Do you tell the girl why kakute twekwate over there and then go already wali ofunye plans? What was the plan?
Like I was saying, there was no plan. So, there was no plan. That's what you need to remember.
Katukubye hit. So do you?
We're not even looking for the hit. We did not really know have a plan.
Yes.
Honestly. We're just
trying
doing
to see
and
what
vibing.
happens after that hit. It's now a hit.
By the time the song became a hit, already your decision you're butayimba yali agikoze. Yagikola nga bukyali nnyo. The first activities that was okukola. Ogenda ko mu club njikire wa DJ Bobby bichi. We wava tagali. Kulaba nti kati byendongo inogenda mu club promoting ebichi kusula obweru kiro bichi kati ngawo abazadde balaba.
Mwana abagenda kuononeka.
Maybe. Or issues like that. Which was a fair assessment.
Did you go to abazadde no batulira no bagamba why ngenda mulabirira mundeke
nali mwana mutonga nzani alabirira omuntu.
So you did bargain at all with them to let her stay?
It was not a conversation we had. Yes. Even knowing why things went down the way they did was much later when we could talk about it. But then yabula obubuzi nga buli
ngomukubira omuntu
buli wa planning atalabika
nenga takugamba nti muzeita ngani
nenga takugamba nti nenga tajja kuyiwa tavayo kati nentuka nenga why can't stay, you know.
But you had after the song working out better nange you were intention about working with her again.
Remember, we were having fun, and you know, art is a thing that's enjoyed when shared. It was best when shared. So we're having fun, so why not? You know, why not?
Yeah. So we are gonna no gena mu studio, all the songs were there. Because watera when nyimba you did. What I loved about you didn't relax regardless.
No, as soon as the song was playing, of course, Idi ambuza kati one nyimba endala. Ngamba nyimba je ziri nyingi. Ngamba ka leta yolala tulabe. Leta yolala. Nenda yolala. Nyimba zaliwo. Because I mean, writing songs and doing music was something that makati nalimu Ivak budde we buli
ochali muto tulina buvunanyizibwa bw'abaana school fees.
Thank you. Teri kikutawanya mu bwongo stress babichi, so you're just there and ejukira yo chali at this level nti you're even not yet thinking about the business side of the industry. To be stressed, simanyi promotion, simanyi bichi ebyo tobirowoza nako. You get, so it's pure art, pure creativity.
So Eddie was about helping. Were you paying? Because there's something about him I'm seeing about your career. Yakuitanga buyisi.
Yes, Eddie,
with no intentions of managing you na inagamba jango yo.
In a way, he sort of did a managerial role. That's that, of course, Naijukile was also an artist.
Yes.
And also had a lot on his hands, on his table. But as a producer, I think that was his biggest...
what was in his interest in all this, helping you out? You're doing good songs?
Yes, I mean... I guess like how Usher discovered Justin Bieber. But he didn't go on to be his manager or his whatever. Justin Bieber took his own, but he just saw talent, potential, and someone that deserves a platform. Yeah, so yeah, that was pretty much it.
Boayimba, actually, I think by then I was twali Rwanga. Rwanga was still with Katogo, and we're discussing you twali mpantrenga tuku discussing. Nigerians the Alingos were doing good, the P Squares were really doing good.
Oh yes, I remember.
kakati ne tudiscuss and we fenanga tugamba omwana na alabika is going to be the first prospect ya Uganda again trending across Africa. And there we saw you sign with Sony. Is it?
No, we didn't actually sign with Sony. That was Keko. I think we got to do some projects with some foreign artists who were signed with Sony. So we got some affiliations, but nothing concrete. And maybe Sony wano mu Uganda tebachifunamu really. So
Nigeria, there is time we saw you in Nigeria.
Yes.
What was going on then?
I mean, it was benchmarking, exposure, and seeing how the other industries work there. You know, meeting the guys. I met all of those guys those days, but he was savaging na oba katandika.
Yes, actually.
I remember
the Wizzy Kids were starting.
Yes, Holla at Your Boy.
Holla at Your Boy.
So at the Banj, we went through and met most of those guys. You know, so the industry was also but still ahead of us by far. I think the only Echindumanyon to Kulabanti from 2008 to now. Industry have to choose mufuna mu organization mu bantu abagikola mu ngaba manager ba promoter those kind of they choose Charlie like the same. The only thing that has changed is something that was not controlled by us. It's like the internet age, social media. Church into HQSM industry, which also has presented its own challenges in terms of quality control industry. Na ye ate bogenda mu industry labo endala nolawanga waliwo a big
8
difference.
years Nigeria chichetali ne bichuse which would have opted to see come in Uganda.
I mean, just look at what they've achieved, bro. They're on Grammys, they're on like, bro, you know, their level of investment, they've grown.
Someone can invest najane sente ngataze kuzimba kizimbe nengaze ku investing mu Tonix.
So no zake but singa ko exposure ne exposure chintu chikuru nnyo.
Okay.
So kati mu side yabwe ya business community, record labels, artist and repertoire, A&R. Africa ye chechifo where music mucha soko nyingi ddala. Naye ate abafirika business community abafirika tetegera business
exploiting ze chimala.
Yes, it doesn't understand the business of showbiz. And so sometimes we want to lose n'abagwira bavayo ne bajja mu Africa. Ne batandika tochikubo chifunamu. Yeah. You get my point? Because economically speaking, we're still growing, bro, compared to other countries.
Will we ever grow?
We're still
growing. We just don't know what
slow.
to do.
We're slow, but we will grow inevitably. With new generations will come new ideas and new bold, what should I say, entrepreneurs in the space, you know. So things will change.
Around that time, you did a song, Roberto.
Yes.
How do you met Roberto?
Roberto, we did that song before even meeting.
The swag meter?
Yes. Oluyima twalikwante tunasinkana physically.
Mwalukola internet ne mwewereza data biki?
That kind of stuff. So Roberto, when Radio and Weasel had done the song Potential with General Ozzy.
Yes. General Ozzy is also Zambian.
Yes. Actually, General Ozzy, Muganda wa Roberto, Mukulu wa Roberto.
Hey! I didn't know these guys are brothers.
They're brothers.
So they're holding the industry in their hands.
Yes. So, olwakola akayimba ku Potential. Akakubye nnyo. So we always hang with Radio and Weasel. And sometimes Ozzy comes along. So, ne producer wawe. So we had that Rescue Me.
Somebody rescue the radios.
Yes. So kat producer yakola Potential. Na checking out my work. Nagamba, no mimba imba bulungi. Can we do something? So nagamba Ozzy. Mumfuli. So neba ngamba bamuzeka gamba, guy agala kola chi collab now. Producer, not even the artist, producer. Charlie.
Ye yanyumirwa potential n'awulira eddoboozi lyo n'akunoonyerezaako n'akurecommending wa
producer yakola potential tuke naye mu Zambia. Because potential was a remix of
Ojeno Ozzy.
Yes.
Okay.
The Moses did a remix. And the song was huge, right? So, you're a producer or you're paying attention to Uganda music.
Yes.
Kati ndoza n'alaba
n'akulaba checking aba radio.
Yes.
N'alaba nti yakola oluyimba naawe.
Yes.
Kati bw'akunoonyerezaako ate agenda akaana ate kasuffu. Wow.
So he got in touch. He sent me a track. Nzijukira nali ku campus wakati ngenda ku campus njira nzirayo ewaka. Atuandika. So we wrote the song. Did we do the vocals from here or did we go? Yes. I wrote the song. Then we later went to Zambia. Because I remember that time trying to get to Zambia, never Moses actually Kuba is a show.
Okay.
You know. So we tried to Kayo, then we recorded the song. Came back with the song. I remember the first place I played it was at Casablanca with DJ Bobby.
Yeah, DJ Bobby.
And guys were like, what?
It's a crazy
It's a mashup. Again, it's Namibia down South Africa. It got like a video. That's around the same time also. When I called it a swag meeting and that girl already mukoze naenga sinamuta. So what is that one after the other? It was around the same. I mean, it was a lot of movement. It was a lot of.
So, china chechakugattako this collabo.
Definitely. It's a classic.
Chengamba, what doors did it open?
Oh, I mean that in itself was a door. You know, that in itself was a door. No one knew me in Zambia, maybe except the abali mu industry, of course, Baba Nonyereza. You know, but that collabo now introduced me properly in Zambia, in Malawi, in Namibia, because as I was saying, imba twa recording ira Zambia na video twagikolera te Namibia.
Nayo izo zonna kutua.
Yes.
So you've talked about being campus. Wakola oluyimba tolusubira. It becomes from senior 6 you become a star.
Word.
How was it like being in campus ngoli star?
Omanyi, because nali siri muntu wa masape na machati. I was a campus because I'm a creative. I'm not what they call it. I'm not a slave person who's looking for spotlight. I just enjoyed music. Katebia fame, it was just to be jirako. Kwegamba, I would not be there and be like, one day I hope I be famous. No. But I could think I'd be like, I wish I could win a Grammy. So the fame wasn't the pull. The pull was what I could actually achieve with the music. So I was also not ready for that because I wasn't planning for it. So
did you complete
campus?
Yes,
I did.
With what? For so much?
Bachelor of International Business.
Tewafuna ziliteke.
No, really.
So yeah, we are conversating with this gentleman. He's been there and show eriyonga nakusomwezi Satu November. Bajise My Journey.
Yes.
And this is I'm trying to justify to that fan why at all costs he has to attend this show, in this conversation.
Yes.
Because it's not being a walk in a park. It's
word.
Yeah,
word.
So you did music with radio.
Oh yes.
How would you describe that fallen soldier? Working with him. Who was he? Bolibo chinyumiza bana bo. Especially given that you even did songs with him.
To me, radio was, first of all, one of the reasons why I really wanted to work with Good Enough is they produced one of radio's song, which I thought that was his first song, but then I later discovered there was Jennifer before, Sweet Lady.
Sweet Lady.
Sweet lady, can I get your number?
Wow, that was a classic, by the way.
Later. So I really liked the song, and it had different sound. Yeah. Good Enough, I in a sound. It's Ugandan, but there was something about it was
Ekyabanizinga.
Yes, nicely. So that resonated so well with me from the start. That was my introduction to radio.
To radio,
Sweet
okay.
Lady. And then, of course, maybe because we're trying to plant our roots around the same time, twali twesinkana nnyo shows, events, and then we became friends. You know, I think there were probably like the first people in the industry, like artists who became my friends, that we hung all the time. We used to go to Underrated Beach just to chill at their place. And, you know, and I remember Mose was the one who made me, put pressure on me to like move out of home.
Ove wali ochabya ne daddy never me.
See the ugly guy gwe olina okuvayo
Oli star.
weefuge. He used to
Akuteekamu amawaggali.
until I said sawa. I remember even my because he had come home for my grad party, you know. A couple of my friends came through, including him and the likes of DJ Bobby. So of course when we moved out finally, we ran a Jacko housewarming. So it was like a big brother in a way, you know.
Ngakukuza.
Yeah, he was like a big brother in a way. He was a very unselfish person. That's what I can say.
The song Remwakola, how does it come about? Go akubira wamugamba waitukoleyo, but did he propose it?
We, you know, those songs, just because we used to hang together a lot, we would not sit down and plan and say kachomanyi no, like vibes.
Muba muli awo
Vibes. Washington yabeerangawo nnyana manga abakuba engoma buli kaseera waliwo engoma gy'akuba buli kaseera waliwo engoma gy'akuba buli lunaku there is a song being recorded. So just randomly one time nga waliwo engoma gy'akuba okay man, this sounds dope, why don't we let's drop on this, and then we did it.
Wow.
There was no big plan, preparing, planning, no, it was just
okay. So
vibes.
wow. So we live there. There is a time I want to get where there is a time you were on top of the game, then suddenly no dirira no vow, actually you kind of disappeared.
From 2015, 16, 17.
2015, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Exactly what was going on in your life? What was happening?
I mean, a
Because
lot.
who loses all that you had? You had gold in your hand. You had a
Right.
future. You have a career. You ochukubye. Suddenly you dropped off. I think it felt like you're the one pushing it.
Ugandans can make that happen to you. Ugandans are not very nice people. Not all of them anyway. So if you live your life thinking that they are, you might find yourself in a not so nice. It was a lesson to me. It was growth. It was a hard time, but it was growth. Because I was surrounded by, from the beginning, people who were uplifting, people who were genuine, who were honest, who were straight. But I had a series of unfortunate events, like the book.
Yes.
A series of unfortunate events. Some acts of God, others acts of people. When you combine the two, it was a really tough time. But through support of, some friends, family, I went through that situation, and thank God that I was able to bounce back in a brand new way. Yeah, and maybe the silver lining was that after that break, Najana sound piano. Yes, I switched the sound.
Actually,
It was like the way it says in my song, I miss another season. It was like season 2 of a series. If you pay attention, because that was from the time I dropped Romance in 2018.
yes.
So Romance
Regular
was before. Regular with Navi.
Yeah.
That was before.
Okay, Romance 1 month.
Yes, so then did the one with Fear Falling.
From Sunday.
Sunday, Sikuleka. So it was a new
you
sound.
revamped.
Then I did the the Awo EP album, which is online. You should check it out. Awo, the album. It's a 14-track album. That's the one. That's the album on which my song with Shiba and Situla comes off. Yes. So there are a couple of other songs.
Okay.
On that album.
Has the industry been paying enough? This is your first show, big show.
Second.
This is the second. Has this industry paid enough? You have a catalogue of music, very good music.
Of course, that's why you see we're always grappling and struggling for things like copyright, because comparatively to other industries, this industry pays crap.